Morning folks, how are you? Hope you're all okay. So here comes the final reveal of the kit you see in front of you, the M48A3 Patton, 1/35th scale from Tamiya. Kit number is 35120, and it's one of the old sort of 70s kits, 80s kits, cheaper sort of end range of Tamiya. I basically just wanted a build in between the Gulf Wars group build up until Joe's group build, and was due to start. It's gone over a bit, but only because I've allowed it, because I'm still waiting for another kit to turn up for Joe's build. I'm a bit, I just like to have everything, you know what I mean? I just like to know everything's here, so I'm not sort of let down by something, and you sort of planning it into your diorama, you build and measure everything, and then cut it, make it, and then suddenly you can't, something slips. So yeah, anyway, the difference with this kit is I haven't used the figures, and I haven't done it in this colour scheme, which is what you tend to find all over the internet. From what I've seen and done research, is basically anybody that's ever done this kit has always done this colour call out. So I mean, I might be wrong, I might have missed something somewhere, but that's what I've gone for. Sorry guys, I'm starting a bit of a coffee. I've gone for a sort of Iraqi, Syrian type colour call out, and just something a bit different. Like I said, I just wanted a bit of an easy build in between projects, really. Yeah, so it's been a lovely kit. What have I thought about the kit? It's been a great kit, typical Tamiya, as the saying goes. No fit issues. The only problems are, of course, with these older kits, that a lot of them are built for remote control, the remote controls. Pardon me, excuse me, guys. So, like when you look underneath, there's like holes where the motor and switches would have gone for the remote control part. But with this being a bit of a quick build, I didn't bother filling all that in. And if you look carefully, there's a bit of a gap here somewhere on both sides, which is obviously for the motor parts and the remote control parts. So yeah, so that's a bit of a pain if you're really going to look. But like I say, I just wanted to try a couple of different things out on this kit, something different, a bit of scratch building. I literally haven't done much. I've done a handle scratch building and a flag, that's all I've done. I've tried something different for the aerials. I've used copper wiring for a change instead of fuse wire or stretch sprue. Yeah, so, and I've also tried a different type of dust, sand, mud makeup for around the running gear and underneath, and that I just wanted to try it with using different stuff, which I'll show you in a bit how I've done it in that. So right guys, so let's have a look at the kit, shall we? Let's move this out of the way. So yeah, there she is. So as you can see, I've done a bit of a flag. I've added sort of a different type of flag and all that type of thing on it. It's a good little kit, really. I mean, it's 15 quid, I think, something like that. Gun moves up and down. You've got an extra machine gun on top there. You've got another one there that moves. They're all fully movable. This turret here also moves and turns, which is good, just like the real thing. And of course, this turret moves and whatever else. You get a few bits of stowage as well. So yeah, let's get a pointy stick. Right, yeah, so I've added a bit of sand and mud, well, sand basically, around the running gear. I wanted to add quite a bit, because a lot of these vehicles by the Iraqis and or Syrians, obviously they don't particularly look after them all that well. Hence the bit of rusting I've done, and the mud and chipping. I haven't done too much chipping, but I've tried for the first time in a long time 3-tone chipping. Obviously, 3 colours, so you chip the top surface, and then it goes through to the sort of factory colours, which I've pretended is this colour, the camo green, or olive drab, whatever it is. and then obviously the bare metal, the silver or the aluminium or iron or steel or whatever, you know. So I've added bits of that onto as well. I've added markings off another kit entirely. I don't even know what it was in my decal stash. These are off an old Academy Mercury, the number plates. I couldn't resist putting the mouth on and the teeth. And the eyes. It's just, you know, I know a lot of people I know reading and watching people that have done this version absolutely hate these things for some reason, but I think it's quite cool. It just adds a bit of character to the tank, especially if it's the you know, the monotone green colour. Then, you know, yeah. So I've added rust streaks in that. I've added the tow cables, which I've used picture wire for the first time in a long time actually. I haven't used any oil colours whatsoever on this for a change. I mean, I usually do the smoking and all that type of thing off the engines and that with the black oil colour or smoke oil colour, but I haven't done that this time. I've just basically used pigments. I've added the snorkel pipe just because it's a nice little extra to add on. I know obviously there's not much call for it in Syria and Iraq, I suppose, but you know, I just enjoy it. It's just something different. I left it in its the sort of normal colour, the you know, factory colour. I've chipped a lot of things. I've added another decal onto the rear fender there. The flag is actually made up of this and white glue in water, and I folded it over, let it dry, and then I've added decals off another kit for the flag there. That is basically normal black paint and white paint, which I've done myself. I couldn't even tell you what it says. In fact, I don't even know if it's a marking or what. I've just made it up as I was doing it. I've damaged the rear basket. I've cut the bits off and added some rusting onto it. Again, added a lot of sand and mud, muddy sand, shall we say. It didn't come. The hatch at the top here didn't come with a handle on, and I thought it was a bit odd, really, because when you know, you're a commander or crew and you're going in through this way, you're gonna have a struggle to get the hatch up. So I just got a bit of fuse wire, bent it, and just added that onto there. That's the only bit of scratch building I've done onto the kit. But yeah, I've broken the handrail here, added a bit of rust streaking. But yeah, I mean, the option is you can, like for the picture there, you've got a full figure that is actually in a sitting position, so you pull the hatch open and you can sit on, and then also the driver here, if you can see on the picture there, you can actually have that hatch open and have the driver sticking out. But like I say, I haven't bothered, so that'll be something I can use for the future, you know, as extra figures. I've added the searchlight on as well, which a lot of the Iraqi versions and that didn't have, but again, it's my vehicle and I just liked the look how it gives again a bit more character to it again. So yeah, so if you can have a look at the mud and sand, I don't know if you can see all that there, that's the sand and the mud. Of course, I haven't done completely I've done all underneath, sorry, I have done underneath. I haven't filled the gaps, obviously, just because I just wanted to do a bit of a fast build. I don't know if you see the streaking and the rust onto there. So yeah, I'm quietly pleased with it. The mud and that on the can you see any better there? Is that better? Oh no, that's rubbish in it. There you go. You can see like the sand and the mud around the wheels and that, because I wanted to try and do it so it actually looks okay. And then of course from the front view, you know, I've added a bit of what I've done is around the view, the wheels as well. I don't know if you'll see all that well, but there's a couple of different shades of the sand, which makes it look a bit wet here and there, and added it onto the front there. Basically all that is I put in the airbrush some of the wet effects fluid, the AK stuff, and just tried that out for a change. Never used it. I mean, what I normally do is, which works a treat, is just add a bit of normal gloss, a bit of is it X22 clear. That normally works. Just get your airbrush and just like spray, you know, simple stripes down, and it gives a bit of a wet effect because it's sparkling. I have added the odd bit here and there on the and down the front here, just to make it look as though there's been a bit of rain, you know, and it's just basically washed it up, you know, made it a bit like that. But yeah, that's about it really, guys. I can't say much more. It's a simple, typical Tamiya kit, great, goes together well. Yeah, the sand and that, what I did is I just put it in an old gravy sort of tub lid. I've basically added North African dust pigment. I've added some of the AK plaster into it, and then to give it a bit more of a tone, I've added some of your XF57 buff into the mixture. What else have I added? I've added a bit of the liquid pigments from Life Colour, road dust into it too. What else did I add? Oh no, that's about it really. That's all I did. And then obviously to sort of mix it into the powder to make it more soluble and sticky, I added this, which is also a tip of the day for you guys. If you ever run out of pigment fixer and stuff like that, you can use your glosses, and they're quite good for pigment fixers and that. But obviously if you use a gloss like your X22, it's going to be shiny, so you're best using like your matte glosses and stuff like that. Now it will obviously change the colour slightly, make it a bit darker, but if you're using your black pigments and stuff like that, then you know you don't need to worry too much. But another good stuff which I use a hell of a lot for pigment fixer is Decal Fix, the Humbrol stuff. It really is great stuff for a pigment fixer, and obviously with it being Humbrol, it's not the most expensive stuff, but it does work a treat for a pigment fixer. So there's one of my tips of the day for you. Useless I know, but still. Yeah, so that's it really, guys. Can't tell you much else. Final reveal. I'm glad it's done now. It's out the way, so that's what I'm done. I can't make my mind up whether to the kit I'm still waiting for still hasn't turned up yet, so I don't know whether to start with the Zvezda T34 with the mine plough and the figures. I would start cracking with them, or I do want to build another plane, and I'm quite fancying the Messerschmitt at the minute, the 109. So the Edward version, I might just do that to buy time till this other kit comes. I'm hoping it comes tomorrow on Monday, but we'll see. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed the kit, guys. I would recommend it to a beginner, definitely, and a professional. You know, definitely have a good go at it and turn it into something excellent. You really could. It's got all little bits of good little things, you know, you can have for your dioramas, you can post things all different ways, you know, excellent little thing really. Great little for your Vietnam diorama. Just a couple of shout outs, guys. Just want to give a few. These are all guys that are fairly new or come back to the hobby, and you know their channels. The work is excellent work, and you just you think they've only got so many subscribers, but they should have a lot more because the work is excellent. First one is Making Models. He's Carl, his name is, a great guy. Well, of course he's a great guy, he's a Vale fan, so he's got to be on it. Very intelligent chap, obviously. He's a good chap. TigerTankToo, give him a look. I'll try and put these all underneath in the description of the video and everything in a bit. There's CRS99. He's doing the Tamiya Bismarck 350th scale. You want to see the photo etching he's done, guys, on that. Oh my god, unbelievable stuff. Then there's Chris Walters, HDMODELS. He's doing the the King Tiger tank from Tacon. Doing a great job of that too. CW Modelling, Stug 3 is doing for Tamiya with the bridge, and that he's doing his dio, brilliant, it really is. And then a few of us know Greg Reilly. another lovely chap. Been talking to him recently. Now he has got a YouTube channel, but he's got no videos done yet. However, he's going to do it in the next couple of days. His first sort of update ever, guys. So give him your support. He really is a lovely guy as well. If you get talking to him, brilliant chap. He's doing a T34, I think it's the Academy one he's doing, and if you check out the Joe's group build, Joe's 34 group build, if you check out the Facebook page of that, you'll see within days he's built it, primed it and painted it. Honestly, wow. But the colour call out he's done on it as well, not an easy job, and considering he's only just got back into airbrushing or started airbrushing, my word guys, Greg is one talented chap, so you've got to give him a go. But yeah, so hopefully his video will be up soon, so look out for that. But that's about it guys, for this update. Obviously I will do more shout outs and that as they come along. I'm trying to give shout outs to guys, you know, that either just coming back to the hobby or very young, and doing such a great job, and the work really does need to be looked at, because it's just outstanding stuff. But of course they haven't got many subscribers and that, so obviously, you know. Anyway guys, that's it for this update then. It's the final reveal of the Tamiya's M48A3 pattern in 1/35th scale. Kit number is 35120. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It's in the Iraqi Syrian sort of markings, and colour call out. A battered up tank I've done. But yeah, there you go. Hope you're all safe. Stay safe guys, and may the force be with you.